If you have batches of product images on white showcasing multiple display angles, and you need to ensure consistent product size and the distance from the bottom edge, don't try to select the images and then paste them into a different document. Instead, use the crop tool's aspect ratio as a template, the professional technique you will learn today that will automate and speed up your workflow. Hi, and welcome to Product Retouching. My name is Svetlana Trifonov, and I'm super excited about this tutorial because it will allow you to automate and speed up the most tedious and time-consuming workflow by using just one simple tool. So you got a batch of products on white, and it could be 50 products or it could be 500 products. And each product has multiple angles of views, like we have here, 3 angles of views. And you need to export, maintaining consistency of the size of the product and the distance from the bottom edge. To speed up the workflow, you would separate each product into views. For example, you will start with side views, like this one, and this one. And you will start working on these views for each product first, before moving on to the next view, like this 3/4 view. So let's jump to Photoshop and see how this works. And here I have 3 side view images from different products. And I also have an image that is perfect width and it's perfect distance from the bottom edge to the bottom of the sole. And because of that, I'm going to use this image as a template. So let's go back to our 3 side view images that we're adjusting, grab our ruler by pressing R and make sure that these images are sitting straight. This one is okay. Let's move on to the next one. And with this one, we can see that this one is not sitting straight. So we're going to press C to switch to crop tool. And now with the crop tool, we get a grid. So we can turn until our boot sits straight on the ruler. Press Enter to apply. Let's check the last one. And here we can see that the boot is not straight. So we can press Ctrl R to get the ruler, or you can use the grid from the crop tool for alignment. And now we have made sure that all our side views are sitting on a straight line. And now we're going to switch to a file which has all the right proportions and the distance from the bottom edge. Next, we're going to press C to activate crop tool. And if you're working with the client, we're going to make sure that the aspect ratio for the crop is the same as in the specs from your client. And for our project, we need aspect ratio 4:5. And after we check, and this is what we have, we can move on. Next, we'll press Ctrl A to make a selection. Then to copy that selection, we'll press Ctrl C. And then we'll go to the file with one of the views. We press Ctrl V to paste that selection. Then bring the opacity down so we can see the image below. Then press Ctrl T and start transforming our template. And we're looking for the template to align with the bottom edge and then from the left to the right. Once everything is aligned, you will hold down Ctrl and click on a thumbnail in a layers palette. Next, I'm going to press C to switch to a crop tool, and we automatically get the crop with the correct aspect ratio. Press Enter to apply, and then press Done on the contextual bar. And now I want to copy this help layer to a clipboard so I can use it on other images. I'm going to press Ctrl C, and now Photoshop has this layer in its memory. And for this file, we no longer need it. We can drag it to the trash, create new layer at the bottom. This is to compensate for the transparency. We're going to press Shift G to switch to bucket tool. Make sure that the foreground color is white. And then with the bottom layer selected, we're going to click on the canvas and fill this background with white. Ctrl-Shift-E will merge the visible, and here you have your final image. And now let's move on to the next product side view and do the same thing. So let's press Ctrl-V to paste our template into the file, then press Ctrl-T to switch to transform. And as before, I'm going to resize, making sure that it sits on the same line and it fits within the boundaries of the boot below. Next, hold down Ctrl, click on a thumbnail. That gives me a selection. I'm going to press C to switch to a crop tool. Press Enter to apply. Then if you need to, add a white layer below. And then Ctrl-Shift-E to merge the layers. So we only had 3 products with 3 side views. We will do this one more time. But you would continue to do this for all the side views that you have. So with our template still on the clipboard, we're going to press Ctrl-V and paste it into document. Next, we'll press Ctrl-T to resize it. And again, we're going to match the size of the boot below and make sure that it's sitting on the same line. Even though we're distorting the boot in the template, all we're really concerned is with the aspect ratio. That's all we want to transfer into our file. Now again, we're going to do the same thing. Hold down Control, click on the thumbnail, switch to Crop Tool by pressing C, press Enter to apply, click Done on the contextual bar, delete the template, create a new layer. If you have transparency, drag this layer below your product, switch to Bucket Tool by pressing G, make sure foreground color is white, click on the bottom empty layer with the Bucket Tool, Ctrl-Shift-E will merge the layers, and we have the perfect crop. We can close the sample image. We don't need to save it. And now let's take a look at our 3 images all together by going to Window, Arrange, 3 up vertical, so we can see them side by side, and we can see that they're the same aspect ratio, and they're the same distance from the bottom edge. Thanks so much for watching. If you learned something new, please don't forget to like and subscribe. But if you're interested in learning more about product retouching, click the link below.